Good day to everyone. In this video, we'll see the various types of mobile application testing. We have various types like screen orientation testing, gesture testing, functional testing, UI testing, interruption testing, installation testing, compatibility testing, performance testing, security testing, standby testing, battery consumption testing, memory testing, localization testing, accessibility testing. Like this, we'll be having various types of testing. Now, let us see one by one how these testings are done. First, we'll start with screen orientation testing. Whenever we are testing an application, we have to test both in the portrait mode as well as in the landscape mode. Only if the customer, if he specifies that he wants the application only in portrait mode or in the landscape mode, only then we will test based on their requirement. In all the mobile devices, whether it is an Android or in the iOS, there will be an option called screen rotation. We should enable and disable it, and then we should start testing both in portrait mode and landscape mode. Next is gesture testing. In gesture testing, we have different subtypes. In that, first one is tap testing. Whenever you want to launch an application, we use this tap gesture. That is, we'll click on that application and we'll test whether the application it is getting opened or not. Next is double tap testing. We use this double tap option whenever you want to select any of the particular text, then we will be using this, or in order to lock the mobile screen, we will be using this double tap. Next is flick testing. Flick, it is one of the type of a gesture. That is, whenever you want to do the fast scrolling, it might be the horizontal or vertical, then we will do this gesture. That is, we will quickly brush the surface with our fingertip. Next is pinch testing. Here we'll keep the two fingers on the screen and we'll bring them closer. This is majorly used for the zoom out purpose. Next is spread gesture testing. Here we will place the two fingers on the mobile screen and we'll move them away from each other. This is majorly used for the zoom in purpose. Next is press gesture testing. Here we will touch the screen and hold it for a particular period of time. Whenever you want to uninstall these apps, we will use this long press gesture. Next is swipe gesture testing. Here we will touch the screen and move the finger without releasing it from the screen. It might be horizontal or vertical. This is called the swipe gesture. These are some of the gesture testing. Next we will see the functional testing. This functional testing, it is performed to check whether the mobile applications they are working as per the requirement specifications or not. Here we will be testing each features and functionality of the application, and we will also ensure that the application it is responding correctly to all the user inputs. Next is UI testing. Whenever we are testing the graphical user interface of the mobile application, we will check whether all the features and the contents they are aligned to the mobile screen according to the customer requirements or not. Next is usability testing. As a part of the usability testing, we will check whether the mobile application it is easy to use from the end user point of view. That is, the end user he should not have any confusions while using these applications. And we will also verify whether the user is able to navigate through all the screens of the application in smooth manner without any confusion. Next is compatibility testing. This compatibility testing it is performed to check whether the mobile application it is working fine on all the mobile devices along with the different operating systems and different versions. In this we will be testing the mobile applications on various mobile devices with the different screen sizes and resolutions. We will also verify the compatibility with different versions of the operating system, whether it is an Android or iOS. We will also test the app performance on different networks like Wi-Fi or 3G or in the 4G network and also in the 5G network. Next is installation and uninstallation testing. This is a type of a mobile testing wherein we'll check whether the user is able to install and uninstall the mobile application smoothly without any issues or problems. We will do this installation and uninstallation testing with the various circumstances. Like we'll test this mobile application with the various supported devices and also in the OS platforms with the different versions. We will try to install the latest version of the mobile application on the existing older version of the mobile application and see how the situation is handled. We will check for the data preservation and functionality after the update. We will try to install this mobile application when there is insufficient disk space and we'll see how the situation is handled. And we'll also try to install the mobile application using the various networks like 4G network, 5G network, and also using the Wi-Fi, and we'll see how it responds to it. Next is interruption testing. It is a type of a mobile application testing wherein we'll check the behavior of a mobile application under the different interruption. We will ensure that the application it handles the interruptions gracefully. We will test it with the different interruptions that we may face while using these applications. We will test the application behavior while receiving the calls or messages, and we'll also check how the application it responds to the notification and other interruptions. We will also check how the application it behaves when the battery is low. We will also test it with the fully charged mobile and also with the incoming video call notification from any of the other apps. We will switch off and switch on the mobile and we'll see how the application it behaves. Like this, we will test it with the different interruptions. Next is performance testing. It is a type of a testing wherein we'll check the performance of an application under the various circumstances. Some of the scenarios like when the device memory it is too less and when the battery condition is extremely low and when we have the very bad or the poor network connections. Like this, we will test it with the different scenarios. Next is security testing. Security testing, it is a type of a mobile application testing wherein we will check is there any security loopholes that are present in the mobile applications which may allow the hackers to find them and use them for the penetration or hacking purpose. Next is interface testing or the integration testing. It is the type of a testing which is performed after the functional testing. Here we will be checking the end-to-end data flow of an application and also the interaction with the other applications like Google Maps or with other social media and with the camera and gallery. Like this, we will test it with the other apps. Next, we will be doing the smoke testing. In the smoke testing, we will be checking the basic functionality of the mobile application before we go for the thorough testing. Next is network testing. Network testing, it is also called as in-house testing. Here we will check how the mobile application it will behave under the different network conditions. This testing it will be carried out on the mobile data network as well as the strong Wi-Fi connection network. You can see an example here. Next is testing in both offline and online mode. Testing of an application in both offline as well as online mode, it is the type of a testing wherein we will check the mobile application whether it will work both in offline as well as online mode. This will be required when the customer when he specifies that the app it should work both in offline as well as online mode. Next we will be doing the accessibility testing. The accessibility testing, it is a type of a testing wherein we will test the application as per the American Disability Act standards and guidelines. In this, we will be testing the mobile application from a physically challenged person point of view. Next is localization testing. This testing is done to ensure that the application it functions correctly in the different languages and regions. We will verify the currency, the date, and the time formats for different regions. Like this, we will be performing various types of mobile testing in order to ensure that the mobile application is robust, it is secure, and it provides a seamless user experience across the different devices and environments. Thank you for watching the video. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss any of the videos or updates. Thank you.